is time for the first competition of the night. JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seated into a bracket based on a random draw. The fastest 4 trucks will advance to the semi-round, where they will continue to compete for the first 8 points of tonight's event. North Charleston, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Get loud for your first competitor, MJ Solorio and Toro Loco. And up against him, Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. They've been on opposite sides of the bracket this weekend. This is a first-time matchup. This will determine who's going to take the lead in their head-to-head standings for this weekend in Charleston. And your winner, Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Keeping the action going. Up next, Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. And up against him, we've got John Zimmer Sr., Megalodon. Looks like we got another full-time matchup, 21 years versus 2 years in Monster Jam. Here we go! And your winner, Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Looking ahead, we already have a brother versus brother matchup in the semifinals. Now we head to the other side of the bracket for our next matchup. From Lafayette, Louisiana, we've got Cody Saucier in Dragon. From Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, it's Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Cody Saucier comes into this matchup as the favorite. 182 racing wins against Gravedigger's 52. Can she pull off the upset? Racing lights are indicating a need for a restage. So both drivers will get the opportunity to restage at the starting line. Make sure we got a clean and fair round 1. And your winner, Cody Saucier in Dragon. Going into our final matchup, our first competitor, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Lined up in the left lane, we've got Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Debut season versus the defending champion. Here we go. Running away with it, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
It is time for the JCB semifinal round. The fastest 4 trucks have advanced, and the winners of this round will go on to the finals, where they will compete not only for the first 8 points of tonight's event, they will be competing for the JCB Racing win. This is the final 4. North Charleston, make some noise if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
We've got a set of 4 of the fastest competitors on our series. In matchup number 1, we've got a brother against brother matchup. Then in the second round of the semifinals, we've got Dragon versus Terminal Velocity. Terminal Velocity has won every single competition of the racing competitions this weekend. This is actually a rematch of last night's final round. Can Dragon come back, get some revenge, and head to the final rounds? Sounds like they're revved up and ready to go. We've got Crazy Train in the right lane. We've got Plain Crazy in the left lane. Let's go racing! And your winner, Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. One more time, Montana Robbins advancing to the finals. He was in the finals earlier today. He'll get one more shot to try to win JCB Racing. And now it's time to find out who Montana Robbins will be racing in the next round. In the right lane, we've got John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. And against him, Cody Saucier in Dragon. As I mentioned before, this is a rematch from yesterday night's event in the finals. Can Dragon get some revenge? And he holds them off once again, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity.
It all comes down to this. This is the JCB Racing Finals. The winner of this last race will take the first 8 points and the win in JCB Racing. North Charleston, are you ready to meet your Racing Finals contenders?
He's leading the series. He's closing in on 70 racing wins. It's John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Once again, getting all the way to the finals for the second time this weekend. Buffalo, New York, stand up. This is Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. We already saw this matchup earlier this afternoon. Plain Crazy making it all the way to the finals one more time. Can he be the one to dethrone John Zimmer Jr.? Let's find out. And your winner, Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Once again, Montana Robbins taking the racing win. He was in the racing finals earlier today and was able to make it happen this time, taking down one of the toughest competitors in the sport, running a clean race, navigating these tricky conditions. Both sides of the track have been really rutted up. And he did what it took to get those first 8 points of the event. Monster Jam fans, if you took any videos of those races, any pictures, made any memories, make sure you tag us using the hashtag Monster Jam because we want to see it. We've got Tiana, our pit report, with our Montana Robbins here on the pod.
Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Maybe not the way you want to win a race, but it's still a win. Talk to me about it.
No, I definitely don't want to take a win from Johnny there. He's a heck of a racer. But we're here, the second time in the finals. I guess we got to take the points. We're just getting started here. We got 2 more parts of this event left. North Charleston, you guys have been a blast so far. You Monster Jam fans, you will make it all happen for us. I want to hear you guys scream because you're a little quiet right now.
Nicely done, Montana. But you know, you just said it. We got the 2-wheel skills competition coming up next. Now, I feel like you're really going to want to throw down in 2 wheels to kind of rev up this win here in JCB Racing.
That's for sure. You know what? We got to come out here and we got to stay consistent, like you said. But we come out here, we're going to get extra crazy. Plain Crazy, put that plane high in the sky. When you Monster Jam fans get extra crazy and put your arms out wide, that's my cue to put that truck high in the sky. Thank you, guys.
What do you say, Monster Jam fans? Plain arms up and give it up for your JCB Racing winner, Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy.
Monster Jam fans, looks like that will do it for Megalodon. Unfortunately, had to stop after the first attempt Did try an attempt, so is eligible for a score. Check out the video board, scan that QR code. The code for you guys is NOR. NOR. As when the ribbon boards went red, that meant that scoring is open. So you've got about 10 seconds or so to lock in those scores for John Zimmer in Megalodon. Let's go ahead and go to the scores for John Zimmer in Megalodon. He's walking away with a 2.554.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Caden. Caden and I are rocking out in section 138. Caden, are you having fun at Monster Jam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've been seeing kind of a lot of action from trucks flying high, racing fast, crashing. So we're going to play a challenge. It's called Crush It or Crash It. Now, what that means, if you crush it, it means you landed the trick. If you crash it, it means you didn't land the trick. So we're gonna look up at the video board. We're gonna watch this run of Gravedigger and freeze. Okay, Caden, what do you think? Do you think Gravedigger lands this trick, they crush it? Or do you think they don't land the trick and they crash it? What do you think?
They can make it.
You think they crush it? Yeah? Say crush it.
Crush it.
Crush it! Let's see if you are correct. Caden! You crushed it because Gravedigger did crush it! Give it up for Caden, everybody! Caden, to celebrate this and rock out with Gravedigger herself, I want you to wave one of these flags for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger while we get back into the two-wheel skills competition.
And we keep the action going. She's the queen of the black and green wrecking machine. It's Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. A lot of drama going on this weekend, but they were able to repair the Gravedigger, bring her back onto the track. Historically, she uses the two side ramps for her two-wheel skills hits. Looks like she's going for that right now. Sometimes she'll hit the reverse popper. Other times she'll get up on the front two tires and hit the popper. Just like that. Here we go. Nice solid attempt for attempt number one. She has one more attempt remaining. Setting up one more time on the side ramps.
Keep it going for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. All right, my friends, lock in your scores using the code NOR at judgeszone.com.
That's right, only a couple seconds left to lock in your scores for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. Right now, she's got to beat a score of a 2.554 for Megalodon. Yesterday, she was able to get an 8.225. Let's see what she's got. We're looking at a score to beat from Megalodon again as 2.554. The score for Gravedigger is a 6.861. Good enough for first place. And we've got another driver coming out onto the track. She's got a need for speed, a need for sparkle. it's Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Tough break during event number 1 of the day. She went for a popper. Unfortunately, had a rollover, so she's looking to make up for that, get some redemption, setting up on the same obstacle. Pops it up, sets it back down. Even with a little quarter turn there for some style. Attempt number 1 for Sparkle Smash.
It's big air for Logan Ashline, Sparkle Smash. Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Same obstacle, but 2 different attempts. Absolutely sending that pony to the moon on the second attempt in the 2-wheel skills challenge. That move specifically is called a sky wheelie. The North Carolina native absolutely feeling the hometown love, but was that enough to get a high enough score to take down Gravedigger? Score to beat currently is a 6.861. The score for Sparkle Smash is it's a 7.579. We have a new leader. So far, Sparkle Smash did enough to take the top spot, but with the 7.5, it's gonna be tough to keep that top spot in the 2-wheel skills challenge. Historically on this series, you need about an 8 or a 9 to stay atop of the leaderboard, but you never know. Up next, coming out of the tunnel, it's our pilot from Monster Jam. It's Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins was up here during trackside, giving us some insights on what the drivers feel like is a strong 2-wheel run. One of the things that he mentioned is having that consistency, having a well-rounded 2 attempts. It's important not just to get 1 good, awesome attempt, but having 2 to get a high score and win the competition. Asking for a little support from the crowd, gives him the momentum he needs to get into that vertical position. Walking it all the way back. Monster Jam fans, that's just attempt number 1. Already off to a strong start. One of the best in the series at getting that 90-degree vertical position. He's got 1 more attempt remaining. Lining up, choosing a different obstacle this time, choosing to go up on the log stack. Let's find out what he's got for attempt number 2. He's got the steering wheel out the window! This pilot is flying with no hands.
Fasten your seatbelts, because we got turbulence. Give it up for Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. And lock in your scores quickly at judgeszone.com.
He said it during trackside. To get a high score in this competition, You're trying to aim for 2 solid attempts, and I'm pretty sure he got what he was looking for. 2 attempts, 2 vertical positions. Yeah, you might need that for freestyle, Montana, but you didn't need it for this competition. North Charleston, our score to beat right now is Sparkle Smash, a 7.579. But your score for Montana Robinson playing crazy is... It's an 8.3-3, landing in first place. Monster Jam fans, we're going to take a pause in our competition on the track to talk about the one off the track, as we still are competing to crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event. This is a partnership that Monster Jam fans and Monster Jam drivers, Monster Jam staff were all super passionate about. It's the fight against childhood cancer, partnering with St. Jude, an organization that takes away all of the stress, makes sure that no parent, no family receives a bill for food, for lodging, for treatment, for anything related to that fight against childhood cancer for their child. And we're making it a little bit fun by making it a competition. So we see right now, absolutely running away with it, Logan Ashline and Sparkle Smash, 100% of the donations. If you're a fan of some of these other drivers, let's get a couple of those donations running in. Let's make this more competitive. Scan that QR code, whether you give $1, $2, whatever you can. At the end of the day, it all goes to an incredible cause. And stay tuned, we'll hit it again at halftime, and then at Freestyle, we'll crown our winner, our St. Jude ambassador of the event. Getting back to the action, Lafayette, Louisiana, stand up. Cody Saucier, Dragon. Saucier, attempt number 1. Giving us something a little bit different, going for a reverse popper on the side ramps of the pod. Very characteristic of him to start off on the sides, then gives a little spice on his second attempt. Looks like he's circling the track.
Bet you didn't think a dragon could ride a bicycle. Give it up for Cody Saucier, Dragon. And be sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
That's right, Cody Saucier in a Dragon. Very characteristic of him to throw the bicycle on that second attempt. He was talking to us during the pit party how much of a risk and reward balance it is to even go for a move just like that. That was one of the craziest maneuvers. He hit pause, slowed it down. Unfortunately, wasn't able to make it happen on this one, but did enough to get a score. So let's go to the scores at judgeszone.com for Cody Saucier in Dragon. He has earned a score of a 6.867. That's good enough for second place.
Monster Jam fans, we have been seeing so much action here tonight already. During JCB Racing, we saw MJ Solorio was in his truck and he looked to the camera and he was telling us something is broke with El Toro Loco. So I went out into the pits to see what was going on. It turns out MJ Solorio needed a brand new transmission in his Monster Jam truck. If you look up at the video board, you will see Team El Toro Loco. There is the old transmission. By the time I got out there, they had already removed the old one and they were already putting in the new one. You can see their teammates from Gravedigger, Sparkle Smash. They were all working together to get El Toro Loco back up and running for the two-wheel skills challenge. Now, this is no small feat. Think about your own car when you need to get a transmission swapped. I'm sure it takes more than roughly 15 to 20 minutes. They're working hard out there in hopes to bring MJ back out for the two-wheel skills challenge.
Monster Jam fans, the July 4th weekend is a special date for us because that's Monster Jam World Finals. No better way than to spend it with all of the Monster Jam superstars, all of your favorite hosts, all of your favorite Monster Jam trucks all in one place. Join us July 4th weekend, Salt Lake City, Utah. Big time family fun brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission. Let's get those arms pumping. It's Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Crazy Train touring at the last event scored a 6.698. He's going to need a little bit more than that to take down his brother, Plain Crazy, if he's looking to take the win in the two-wheel skills challenge. Kicks it into a combo. The Monster Jam truck is off. It is completely off. Go, Charleston, what do we think of attempt number one?
Train. Lock in your scores, Monster Jam fans, at judgeszone.com.
A great variety of attempts, both of them. The first one, absolutely insane. The guy just turns the truck completely off in the middle of an attempt, turns it back on, and keeps it going. He's feeling good. He knows what kind of run that was, then was able to take it, moonwalk it all the way across the pod. Look up at the video board. We've got the scores locked in. The score for Triton Robbins in Crazy Train is an 8.221. Strong score, but only good enough for second place right now. Plain Crazy stays atop the leaderboard. Both first and second crossing that 8-point threshold. See if anybody can take them both down. We've got two more drivers coming up. The action continues. But first up, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. leads the series with almost 90 wins in his career in this particular competition. We've nicknamed him the Combo King because of how long he can extend each one of his attempts. Let's see what he's got for attempt number one. of that was attempt number 1. First slap wheelie we've seen all night. A couple of extended combination moves there. Let's see what he's got. Attempt number 2 for John Zimmer Jr. Historically, he averages almost a 9 in this competition, and he's going to need just about that to take the top spot. It's still going, North Charleston.
He's the combo kid, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
We had some of the drivers come up during trackside and talk to us about just how hard it is to balance 12,000 pounds. Not only that, but then going back and forth, continuing on that combination, each one of his runs equated to almost one of the runs of or both of the runs of our other competitors. He's feeling good. He knows that was a strong attempt. Is it enough to beat Plain Crazy? Let's find out. The score to beat right now is an 8.733. The score for Terminal Velocity is... It's an 8.862. You have a new leader. Our final competitor in the two-wheel skills challenge. He's already walked away with one win this weekend. It's MJ Solorio and Toro Loco. Right now, MJ Solorio is the only other driver this weekend to take a win in the two-wheel skills challenge. He's got to beat an 8.862 if he wants to go back-to-back. These two have been battling it out all weekend long, each one with their own style. Come on, show him some love. Solid job, vertical position, even messing around with the steerings on two wheels. MJ Solorio, attempt number 1. Lining up on the side ramps for attempt number 2. Will it be enough to take out Terminal Velocity? He's going to need 2 strong attempts to make it happen. Here we go. Attempt number 2, starting off with the popper. There we go again. Another one of our drivers throwing it like a Frisbee. Look out on the track right now, you'll see a bright orange steering wheel. That is supposed to be inside the Monster Jam truck.
Get your Toro horns up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Lock in those scores, Monster Jam fans, at judgeszone.com.
You guys here in North Charleston, you guys truly have one of the hardest jobs because you have to decide between two very different runs. John Zimmer Jr. had a lengthy combo, several different moves. MJ Solorio going unconventional, taking an unconventional angle, taking the steering wheel out the window. But you've got a tough job and you have to do it. Let's find out. Take a look at the video board. El Toro Loco, your score is an 8.522. That means that the winner of the two-wheel skills challenge is John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. walking away with yet another win in the two-wheel skills challenge, making his way up to the pod.
Congratulations, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. What a way to come back out on top after JCB Racing quite didn't go the way that you planned, but I know this win's got to feel good.
It feels good for sure, and I can tell you what, that crash was a wild ride. I ended up barrel rolling against Montana in the final round. Can't cut him any slack. He's the fastest racer out here. And man, I had to just do everything I could to try to beat him, and ended up clipping the corner, and you guys saw it, man. I ended up upside down. So I knew I had to come out here, redeem myself, try to pull off some new combos that I've been trying to work on. I'm not quite there yet, but it's about halfway, so thank you guys for that. Man, I'm feeling good. My truck's in pieces. What else can we do here tonight?
Well, you said it. What else can we do? We only got Monster Jam Freestyle left. John, what can these fans expect to see from you in Terminal Velocity?
Well, I got super wild this afternoon, but we're getting wilder tonight. I tore the front end out of my truck and it's back together. Might as well do something crazy again. We got more coming for you guys, and you fans have been amazing. Do you want to see some more?
Keep it going for your two-wheel skills. A winner, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. All right, Monster Jam fans, we just got a couple more practice jumps in us, and then this competition's getting started. It is time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. Each of these riders is going to have one attempt to throw down their best high-flying trick while going from one side of the arena to the other. But remember, here at Monster Jam, you are the official judges. So that means once these riders land, you're using your phone and going to judgeszone.com to lock in your score for what you think is the best trick. Remember, there can only be one winner. North Charleston, who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
Our first competitor. Give it up for Brendan Riordan. Brendan is from Worcester, Massachusetts. He's been riding since he was 4 years old. Started racing for 10 years, switched over to freestyle motocross, and now he's with Monster Jam.
Going for Brendan Riordan. Lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Brendan Riordan with a rock solid coming out of the gate with a technical trick where he completely lets go of the dirt bike in mid-air. It's always hard to go first. Let's find out what you guys thought the score for Brendan Riordan is. It's a 7.509. That is the score to beat. Moving on to our next competitor. Get loud for Kenny Haskell. Kenny Haskell is from Boston, Massachusetts. He's been with Monster Jam since 2013. Started riding since he was 5 years old when his dad built a track. Started racing when he was 16, and now he's part of the Monster Jam freestyle motocross team. One of the few riders riding a two-stroke in this competition. Kenny Haskell, here we go.
It's Kenny Haskell with a backflip. Lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Kenny Haskell throwing down the first backflip of the competition. Sets the bar pretty high with that textbook backflip. Nice air, good rotation, great landing. But at the end of the day, it's what you guys thought. Score to beat right now is Brendan Riordan, a 7.509. The score for Kenny Haskell is... It's an 8.821. You have a new leader. Coming up next, Alex Damlow. Alex Damlow comes to us from Hutchinson, Minnesota, riding his Honda CRF 450R. Fun fact, we've been saying it all weekend, we're celebrating because he just got engaged. She said yes. Make some noise. Congratulate the new fiancés. Got some extra motivation for the best trick competition. Here we go.
Alex Damlow said, look, no legs. Give it up for Alex Damlow and lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Tiana said it mid-air, takes his feet off of the dirt bike. Not only did a backflip, but then added some extra seasoning, some extra flair. Was that enough to take the top spot? We're gonna find out. Kenny Haskell with a score of 8.821. Alex Damlow with the score of an 8.959. He takes the top spot. You have a new leader. We still have one competitor remaining. It's time for Josh Hedford. Josh Hedford is from Asheville, North Carolina, has competed for 20 years. Here we go.
And it's Josh Hedford. Make sure to log in your scores now at judgeszone.com. This is the final trick.
It's going to be a tough task to beat an 8.959 from Alex Damlow, but that super flip definitely is in contention for one of the coolest tricks that we've seen all night. Alex Damlow one more time with an 8.959. Josh Hedford, your score is... It's a 9.640. Once again, Josh Hedford takes the best trick competition.
Monster Jam fans, do you want to see more FMX? It is time for our grand finale. These guys are about to fly through the arena, hitting that ramp one right after the other. But remember, the louder we are, the higher they fly. So I'm gonna need to hear you make some noise. All right, here they come. These are our FMX trains. That was pretty good, Monster Jam fans, but I don't know, I think we can get even louder and they can get even crazier. What do you say, North Charleston? Let us hear ya. All right, here they come. These guys are defying gravity, but you know what? I think they got one more jump in them. What do you say? All right. Keep it going for your riders of Freestyle Motocross. Once again, hitting the ramp, give it up for Brendan Riordan, Kenny Haskell, Alex Damlow, and Josh Hedford. Here they come for their victory lap. Show them some love. We're gonna bring our winner up here, Josh Hedford. This is Josh's third win of the weekend, his third FMX Best Trick win of the weekend. He's coming on up to chat with us. A huge congratulations, Josh, on getting this win the third time in a row, twice today. But you brought out a different move today than what you've been doing. Talk to me about the move that got you today's win.
Oh, I was going for a KOD flip, and it's kind of hard on a 60-foot jump. We're about 10 feet shorter than we usually are, so we propped the ramp up a bunch so we'd go higher and have more time in the air. And yeah, I like that trick a lot. I try to look through the handlebars and to kind of look at the guys down in the tunnel and the track crew and all the drivers back there, and they just kind of wink at me, and then I get back on the bike.
Well, it was really funny when you hit your trick. Kenny next to me said, "It's over." He knew you took the win. Well, Josh, I gotta know, how do you consistently come out here and get these best trick wins when competing? You know, we had 2 today, 1 last night, we got 1 tomorrow, but you're not letting that slow you down.
No, I've been training a long time, and this is like really been a dream come true, honestly, to be coming out here ripping and getting older and stuff. So I've been hitting the hot yoga classes and Pilates and spin classes, and yeah, they know. That stuff, that helps the flexibility and the strength and cardio and all the stuff that keeps me on the bike and keeps me going.
So what I'm hearing you say is we're gonna do some sunrise yoga on the pod tomorrow. Be there. No, Josh, I got one more question for you, and you know, it's my favorite question to ask because I think you're such an inspiration to everyone out there watching. What would be your #1 piece of advice for somebody who wants to be an FMX rider?
Well, definitely safety's first, but making sure you're having fun and, you know, keep it fun because you gotta have fun with whatever you do, whether it's riding bikes, riding scooters, whatever, rollerblading, whatever floats your boat. Just stay safe, have fun, and yeah, just practice a lot.
I love it. Have safe, keep it fun, and practice. Give it up one more time. Your FMX Best Trick winner, Josh Hedford. We have reached the pinnacle of tonight's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Get your shark fins up for John Simmer Sr. Megalodon. You know what to do. Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Coming out of the gate with some angry intentions, John Zimmer Sr. in Megalodon. This is the final competition. You already know the drill. Time is ticking. Time is winding down to get to judgeszone.com. Let's look up at the video board. Scores are locked in. Your score for Megalodon is a 7.345. 7.345. That is the score to beat. Monster Jam fans, get loud from Kill Devil Hills. It's Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger.
Some noise for the one and only Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. And be sure to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. More than any competition, she has the most wins in freestyle with 171. With that kind of run, you know she's gunning for that 172 mark. Was that enough? Did she hit enough of the obstacles? Did she get enough big air? You guys will decide. Right now, the score to beat is a 7.345 from Megalodon. The score for Gravedigger is... it's a 7.966. She's currently in first place. Keeping the train on the rails. Get those arms pumping. It's Triton Robbins, Crazy Train. Unfortunately, that will do it for the run. Did not complete enough time to get the scores. Sorry. Unfortunately, Crazy Train does not get a score for his freestyle run. Monster Jam fans, if you take a look at the back of Crazy Trains, looked like he experienced some damage on that last run. Might have to be towed out. This gives us an opportunity to take a pause in the action and crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event. Last we checked, Logan Ashline Sparkle Smash was in the lead. Let's find out if she held on. Drum roll, please. And your winner is Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. At the last minute, Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger with enough donations to take the lead. Johnson Senior is also on the board, but it was not enough. Gravedigger fans everywhere, shout out to you for your guys' support. At the end of the day, it's all to a great cause. All of the money goes to St. Jude. But for now, we've got Kristen Anderson as the St. Jude ambassador of the event. We've got plenty more action still to go, including our top two competitors playing crazy and terminal velocity. Right now, they're tied for our leaderboard. Whoever takes the freestyle competition is going to take the win. But before that, we've got Dragon, Sparkle, Toro Loco, also vying for the top spot in this competition. Moving on to the next competitor. The fire-breathing beast of Arena Championship Series East, Cody Saucier in Dragon. He's lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
Keep it going! Cody Saucier Dragon. He said, new outer axle, here's a backflip. Make sure to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Cody Saucier did not hold back. Sometimes I feel like drivers hold back a little bit when they know that they're gonna do a backflip. But right from the jump, maintained the velocity throughout the entire time, kept up the momentum. Right now, the score to beat is a Gravedigger, a 7.966. The score for Dragon is... It's a 9.287. You have a new leader. Make some noise.
Give it up, Charleston, for Logan Ashline, my daughter in Sparkle Smash!
Lock in those scores now at judgeszone.com.
That's right, Monster Jam fans. That was the pretty pony of a Monster Jam. Absolutely ready to party. Only a Monster Jam are you going to get the chance to see a 12,000-pound unicorn throw down just like that. Not only that, but a special moment getting the chance to be introduced by her dad. She's loving it. Let's go ahead. Logan Ashline, look at the video board. We got your score. It's a 7.422. Good enough for third place. Logan Ashline taking the third place spot on our leaderboard. But we've got another competitor coming right up. Driving out of the tunnel. He drives the Crazy Bull. It's none other than MJ Solorio and Toro Loco. Looks like the run is currently paused. Looks like MJ might be experiencing some mechanical issues. We've got our safety techs on the case right now. Holding our breath, seeing if he's able to run. Obviously, this is not the way that he wants to go out. A bad sign, taking off the helmet and the steering wheel. The loader is coming back out. Looks like MJ Solorio will not be able to compete in the freestyle competition, unfortunately. MJ Solorio, I can tell you right now, is one of the most competitive drivers that we have. Absolutely not the way he wants to go out. If it was up to him, he'd probably drive the thing into the ground regardless.
Monster Jam fans, I'm out here in the stands with Cameron. And Cameron has agreed to do a challenge in order to win a prize for CJ here. Cameron, I didn't even tell you what it was, but I think you're gonna be down for it. We are going to finish the lyrics. So what that means is the song's gonna play, and when the music or the lyrics cut out, you have to keep singing. You think you can handle that?
I got you.
He's got me, let's hit it.
Girls, they wanna have fun.
Yes, give it up for Cameron. You were gonna keep going. Cameron, you did so good. You crushed that song, and you just won CJ a Megalodon. Give it up for Cameron and CJ, everybody.
Monster Jam fans, I believe we are cleared for takeoff. Clear the tarmac. There's gonna be some turbulence. It's Montana Robbins playing crazy.
Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. Be sure to lock in those scores now at judgeszone.com.
That's right. Plain Crazy currently in contention for the overall event championship. And driving like he means it. This is the tiebreaker. He's currently tied with Terminal Velocity. Did he do enough? Let's find out. Let's go to the scores. The score for Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy, is... it's an 8.584. Moving on to the next competitor, we've got John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Austin Giant fans, we saw the first competitor in the running right now in Montana Robbins, Plain Crazy. This is the other competitor currently tied for the overall event championship.
John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. And be sure to lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
If there was any moment to get to judgeszone.com, it is right now. That was the final freestyle run between the two competitors currently in the running for the BKT Overall Event Championship. Whoever scores higher in the freestyle competition will take the top spot at the end of the night. And that trophy. We've got a couple seconds left. Get to judgeszone.com. Let's go ahead and check out the scores for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. He's walking away with an 8.668. That means that your winner is Cody Saucier in Dragon. And that also means that walking away with a BKT Overall Event Championship, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Ending upside down, but taking the win. Take a look at the leaderboard right there. By 1 point. By 1 point, he takes down and holds off Montana Robbins in a Plain Crazy. He's the series points leader for a reason, and he maintains his lead on the rest of the competition. Closing in on already over 200 competition wins, getting closer and closer to that 100th overall. He's out of the cab. Make some noise, North Charleston.
A big congratulations, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, getting the overall event win here tonight. But man, you really took some tumbles today to get this win.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely not the plan as a driver's perspective. I don't want to keep trashing my equipment, but I know the fans love to see some carnage, to see some rollovers, and apparently it was just my day to just keep crashing my truck. I had so much fun out here. It's been a blast the entire weekend, but I wouldn't have been able to get up here without the amazing crew behind me. Everybody at Sendon Motorsports, my dad, Don, Carol Ann, my crew guy, John, helping me get my truck back in between events. That guy right there, Cody, even throwing a hand in, wrenching on my truck to help me come out here and just lay it down for you fans and keep crashing, man. It was a blast tonight. Thank you, guys.
Keep it going for your overall event champion, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. But we can't go anywhere without talking to our winner of Monster Jam Freestyle, Cody Saucier Dragon. Cody, before Freestyle, your truck was basically torn apart, and then you came out here and just wowed these fans. Talk to me about it.
Man, we're on the struggle bus this weekend. Sendon Motorsports on the struggle bus. Dragon Motorsports is on the struggle bus. That just goes to show we work hard and we play even harder, man. We'll get down and dirty with the wrenches. Just good enough to get these things running to come out and wow you guys. Man, it's Saturday night. I couldn't ask for a better event. Charleston, South Carolina, this is my 5th time coming here. You guys are awesome. The town is beautiful. Let's go party, baby. Woo!
Keep it going for your freestyle winner, Cody Saucier Dragon.
A big congratulations to Terminal Velocity, taking home yet another overall event championship. That's 2 this weekend. He holds on and keeps the top spot in our series championship as all of our drivers chase that automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals. Before you guys go, make sure you stop by and make some more memories. Stop at our merchandise stands, pick up something to remember the event by. We've got some exclusive pieces of merchandise that you can only get at a Monster Jam live event. Not only that, but stop by monsterjam.com to follow us here, get all sorts of results, digital content, and to book your tickets to Monster Jam World Finals on the July 4th weekend. I am Carlos Sparks for Tiana Cohen, me, and the rest of the Monster Jam team. That was Monster Jam.